Morning, everybody. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Welcome to a snowy homestead. Today is our first snow, and Melanie is excited. She's running around from window to window taking photos and video clips. I'm running around trying to figure out what more can I save and what do I have to do. The first snow, it's not going to stick. It's pretty though, but it's not going to stick around. It's supposed to be 37 degrees today for a high. So it's turning into a wet, heavy snow already. It's really quite pretty on the flowers. It's quite pretty. Does that show up well? I can't tell on the camera. So here we are. First snowfall of the year. We'll keep you updated, see if it covers the ground totally, if it gets pretty. But from my understanding, it's going to turn into rain, and we're going to have a big rainstorm today. That leaf pile is going to be spread throughout the garden when we're done. Still has some plants I want to dig out, like the cold hardy plants, like the rutabaga and the root plants, and our potatoes and onions are in there. We still got some things we're going to dig out. Well guys, here we are in the greenhouse. It's not exactly warm. It's I think 37, 39 degrees in here. But it's not freezing. So the grow bed, the raised bed, looks beautiful. Looks like chipmunks have been in trying to dig in the box already. So I've got to get the stones around the bottom edge as soon as possible to prevent that. I'm going to have to, it's going to take a long time though, to dig up all the rocks and stuff and stuff them in around underneath the edges of the greenhouse. And that'll stop rodents and things from getting in. As heavy built as this frame is on this greenhouse, there's no way predators and critters will get in once I fill it in with rocks the way I plan to. So here we are, guys, looking out at the snow falling outside our greenhouse. Ooh, the roof is covered. No sooner did I finish building the greenhouse and talking about sitting out here one day and watching the snow fall, then here it is, like 2 days later. So that's why I had to come out here and sit down to watch the snow fall outside my window of my greenhouse. I still have to clean the windows, otherwise you'd see a lot better out of it. There it is. It's beautiful to sit inside the greenhouse looking at my living plants and watch the snow fall outside. Sorry, I just find this so exciting. This is really good. I still have a lot to do. I've got to put on the rain gutters. A lot of people keep asking if I'm putting on rain gutters, and yes, we're going to put rain gutters on here and collect water. And of course that'll help with the plants. I've got the rain gutters already. I just have to get them on. And then, oh, a lot of stuff to do. Get heat going in here, get the insulation in the walls and the back wall and in the ceiling, and get the wood stove going, get the water tanks hooked up to the wood stove. But it's going to take me time and money, so it's going to take me 2 months to finish this. I'll be done at the end of November's paycheck, the next paycheck, so that I can balance out the costs. But I think the plants will make it through till then. We shouldn't have any really bad freezing outside till then. I guess we'll find out. But we got some chilies and some peas, and we got some tomatoes and some herbs and some flowers. The watermelon I don't think wants to make it. He did not like being transplanted, but yeah, I just don't think it's going to pull out of it. I didn't want to be transplanted, but we'll see. We'll give it a chance. I've got some herbs in the windows up there, and a couple plants are doing well and thriving, and a couple plants don't like to be transplanted. Yeah, it might make it. That one's got a lot of brown leaves, but then again, we did transplant them in a cold period. That chili looks like it's dying after we put it up, but it could be just going dormant. Oh no, there's some green. It might be pulling out of the dormant phase. There's some green in there. Chilies will continue growing. They are perennials if they don't freeze, and they'll grow and grow and grow and grow into massive bushes. And I love my chilies, so I want to try to keep them. That's a banana pepper, I think it is. So I want to try to preserve them and have chilies for next year. And they'll just keep on going and become massive. I always wanted to do that. Alright guys, well, I want to get in and get working on the video for y'all. I wanted to get a photo of this grow bed for the latest video. And just to sit out here and see my greenhouse protected from the elements. Well everybody, it's a wet day. Got water pooling on the ground. But we don't see much at all around here anymore this year. So that's a good thing though. It's giving us some water for the off-grid tiny house on wheels. Now I'm going to go and work in the greenhouse a little bit. I'm going to clean the windows. I'm going to get the propane heater out there for now and clean the windows and work on some insulation. See if I can make some use of this day. It is 32 degrees and rainy, so it's not like the prettiest day to be outside. I'm probably not too healthy to just be outside. So I'll go into the greenhouse and get some work done. Hey everybody, got a package in the mail. It's an envelope. Let's see what we have here. Oh, look at that. This is a wood stove thermometer, which tells you the temperature ranges, and that is a very useful tool. I am actually going to put that one on the stovepipe of the one in the shed to help me monitor that, because I have one in the house that I'm using already, but I can certainly use this one in the shed to make sure that I stay in the safe range. That's convenient, these things, because it has the it tells you the creosote range, the best burning zone, and too hot. And that is definitely helpful to have, definitely, because that way you don't have a fire hazard. Well, no idea who sent this, but thank you very much. I will put that right to use. I'm working on the tiny house wood stove, the off-grid watershed wood stove today, actually. And that'll probably be a separate video though. The setting up that tent stove to be safe to use. Hey everybody, the water level is up to here, which puts us at just over half a tank on that tank, and we've got 100 gallons in this tank. The two are not currently connected together. When this one fills up, I'm going to put bleach in it, and then I'm going to let that sit for a while, and then I'm going to open the valve and let these two flow together. But we're looking pretty good here. We've got, I'd say we've gained 100 gallons today from the rain. Still nothing to be excited about, because the rain used to be a lot more than this. But it gives us close to 300 gallons of water right now, total for the tiny house on wheels. Hi everybody, out in the greenhouse. You may notice something different on these windows anyway. I can see. I did the outside of these windows already, all of them. I've done the outside of all the windows, and I did the outside and inside of these windows. And what a difference. I can see through the windows. I can see clearly. I can do a better job, but it's really cold. It's 32 degrees, and I'm using Windex, and my fingers are numb. My nose is numb, and my lips are going numb. But I'm getting it done. So I think you can see the difference. Like, that window is almost non-existent looking. You can see right through it. In comparison to the one that's still dirty, The left one is dirty and the right one is clean. I don't know how well it shows in camera with the plant in the way, but there you see a difference. Anyway, cleaning it up. That'll allow some more solar radiation on a good day. Today it'll still help today to allow some sunlight in. Daylight, I should say. Not much sunlight penetrating, but still, allow some light in. So I'm going to try to thaw my fingers and finish these other 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 windows. So I'm halfway done. Hey everybody, now I got clean windows, inside and out, all the way around. I could do better, and I realize now that I have a greenhouse with all these windows, I'm going to get a window squeegee, a window washing tool, so that I don't ever have to do all this like that again. Just like they have at the gas station, all I'll need is a bucket of soapy water and a squeegee with a sponge on one side and the rubber scraper on the other. Make quick work of these windows in the future. Well, you can tell it's cold because the ice is still formed on the overhead roofing panels, so it hasn't melted yet. The snow has turned into rain. It turned into sleet and then slop and then rain, and it's still come down all day long. It's been coming down all day nonstop, which is good for the water tank though, but it's not a hard enough rain like I used to get in the previous years here. I'll take whatever I can get right now. This time of with the drought we've had here, the situation we've had. So, boy, I can see my breath. Can you see that? It's cold out here. Pretty steamy. Melanie loves it. We got in a truck this morning to go to town, and she's like, "Look, Troy, look!" And she was blowing and show me. We see her breath. She loves it. She was excited about the snow, and she's excited about everything. It's really fun to watch her experience all this for the first time. So now, I'm thinking about putting some insulation in the walls today. I have to check what time it is. And it looks like I don't have much daytime left anyway, but I'm considering putting some insulation in the walls here and help to improve the situation a little bit. What I want to do, I want to clean out this corner where I put all the building materials, and I want to insulate this corner first of all so that I can put in the water tanks. I have to put the tar paper out on the back, and I may do that yet today. I'm not sure whether I will or not, but I did not do the tar paper on the back wall outside. But that's also because there's a massive overhang. There's a 1 foot overhang from the ceiling, or from the roof, and the tar paper wasn't a priority back there. The priority was to get all these windows in. Now somebody asked about leakage. Yes, I have a leak, but that is directly because I have up top no trim yet on the edge of the roof. So what we have going on up here is the rain is getting between the tar paper and the wood, and that's a bad thing. I may even go get the trim today, right away. But I didn't want to put the trim on until after I put on the siding. And I was going to put on the siding soon so that I could put the trim on. But that wall right there is leaking badly because where the tar paper meets the roof, there's no trim, and the rain can come right straight in. And that's not desirable, especially long term. That will destroy everything. But this is the first rain, and I'm still building, and I have seen construction sites with snow in them. So that's nothing unheard of to have rain in your building while you're still putting it together. Now the back wall is clean and dry because of the 1 foot overhang. And once I close up that hole there, then this back wall will be great and good to go. So I think I'll put the insulation in this wall, and that'll probably help a lot in stopping the heat loss in the my off-grid greenhouse. Hey everybody, it is yucky out there in the world, but I am insulating my greenhouse. I've got 4 rows done on the back wall, and this is actually 3 rows is 1 roll, and I got a little bit left, maybe enough for another roll. So it'll be interesting to see how far I can go with each roll. Now, until I fix the leaky problem, I can't do the sidewalls. This is leaking in by the door where I cut with the Sawzall. It's leaking sideways. Otherwise, there's no leaks on this wall. That's all good. And then, of course, over there is leaking real bad from the top where there's no trim. So I absolutely have to get that trim in there. That's an urgent thing, a priority. But the back wall is high and dry, and I'm going to just insulate that up and then slap on some of this old plywood paneling. I'll put on as much as I have and cover as much as I can of the walls in here. And right away today, actually, I'll do that. As soon as I get this back wall insulated, I'll go right ahead and slap on some paneling to prevent mouse infestations in my new greenhouse. So 1 row of insulation did 5 pieces from top to bottom, and I had 1 from before. Well, I've only got 2 slats left to fill, but that's all buried under the corner there. Well, 1.5 over here and 1/2 over here, so I say 2. It's getting dark. I'm going to try to get one of these boards up on the wall if I can, if there's enough light to do it, but I'll see what I can do yet tonight, and then I'll have to call it a night when I'm done. Well guys, I started laying them out and looking. I got pieces, missing pieces, and I've got nails all over the place, and it's too dark in here to see, and the tiny house is low on power as well, because we haven't had a full sunny day in a long time. We're not critical, but we're low, so I don't have any extra batteries tapped off for portable light out here. We used all our Ryobi batteries up. Well, I did. The last couple days out here working, and we haven't seen the sun, so I don't have anything to charge, so I don't have any lights that are big enough to work out here. So that's it for today. It's getting too dark anyway, and pretty cold in here, so I'm going to call it a night, and I'll talk to you all later. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. See you tomorrow. Now guys, this is the type of rainstorm that I miss. This is what I'm talking about. The type of rainstorm that floods the land and gives me a water tank full. I'm just walking back to the home. And look at that. That's what I'm talking about. This is the rainstorm that I used to get. This is what we need all the time to provide us with water out here. There's a river flowing out past the motorhome. That's the good stuff there. Wow, look at this, people. The water is up to here. That is incredible. The water is up highest. I've seen it all summer. I'm going to open the valve and let some of this equalize into here now. And let some of that pressure equalize into the 2 tanks. This is awesome. Exciting, people. Exciting. Watch that water equalize. At least it should. I have no idea exactly what's going to happen. That valve is open. That valve is open. Yes. I would think that the water in here should start rising. Nothing's happening. It has to. The 2 tanks, yes, it is rising very, very slowly. So the pressure in the 1 tank is going to push down and cause the water in the other tank to raise up. Yeah, it's gonna level out between the two. Yes, it is rising. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Let me watch this settle out and stabilize between the two, and I'll come back and show you how many gallons we have total. We got about 275, 350, 275. It's over 300 gallons anyway. I'm not sure. 400 gallons. We'll see once it stabilizes. I brought this one up to 125, so I added 25 gallons, and then I stopped the valve because I just had a bleach in here a while ago. I just didn't want water to run over and lose any of this valuable resource here, so I'll just keep an eye on it. We've got 50 gallons capacity remaining in here, but we've gained 150 gallons today, roughly, so it could easily come up another 50. I'll just keep an eye on that. I expect the rain to end soon, but you just never know. But looking good.